Did you know that 2 out of every 3 adults in the United States are considered to be overweight or obese? Now that's a shocking fact. Now the truth is, obesity isn't just a number on a scale. It's a serious health risk linked to diabetes, heart disease, and a host of other diseases. But don't worry, having a balanced diet and regular exercise can help tip the scale in your favor. So let me introduce you to the ketogenic or the keto diet. The ketogenic diet, or often called the keto diet, is a low-carb, high-fat diet. So let's dive straight into the science behind this diet. It's all about shifting your body's metabolic rate from burning carbohydrates to burning fats. This shift is known as ketosis. You see, normally carbohydrates are your body's go-to source of energy. When you eat a standard diet, your body breaks down the carbohydrates into glucose, which is then used for energy. But when you significantly reduce your carb intake, like on a keto diet, your body is forced to use other sources for fuel. Enter fats. Your liver starts converting fat into ketones, tiny fuel molecules that can be used as substitutes for glucose. This is ketosis, the metabolic state where your body is literally burning fat for energy. What's fascinating is that this shift not only helps with weight loss, but it also brings other potential benefits like improved mental clarity, increased energy, and potentially even relief from certain chronic conditions. So what does a day on a keto diet look like? Well, it's certainly not like your typical diet. In a ketogenic diet, the base of this diet is going to be healthy fats, things like avocados, olive oils, and healthy fatty fish. Next up, you also have a moderate amount of high-quality proteins like grass-fed chicken, beef, fish, among other high-quality sources, and a very low amount of low-carb veggies and an even lower amount of fruits. The goal with a keto diet is to keep your carb intake really low, usually about 50 grams or below, to ensure that you're maintaining ketosis. So what about sugar, you might be asking? Well, since sugar is a carbohydrate, it is mostly off the table. But don't worry, there are plenty of keto-friendly sweeteners if you are more of a sweet tooth. So at this point, you might be thinking, this sounds interesting, so how exactly do I start a keto diet? Well, step 1 is all about preparation. Imagine you're about to embark on a grand adventure, and this journey begins in your kitchen. It's crucial to plan your meals and your shopping in advance. Why? Because spontaneity, while thrilling in many life's arenas, can be often what leads us astray from our diet. Think of your kitchen as the starting line to a race. It's much easier to win when you don't have barriers in the way. Begin by clearing out any non-keto friendly foods that you may have. Any candy, any snacks, and yes, sadly, even that bread. But remember, the goal isn't to deprive yourself. The goal is to set yourself up in an environment for success. So surround yourself with foods that nourish your body and aligns with your goals. Once you're prepared, it's time to take the next step. Step 2 is to start slowly when embarking on your keto journey. A sudden shift from a carb-rich diet to a diet high in fats might be too drastic of a change for your body to handle. Instead, gradually ease into your ketosis by gradually decreasing your carbohydrate intake while simultaneously increasing your fat intake. This approach can make the transition smoother and less shocking for your system. Think about it as if you were driving down the road and you're about to shift gears. You wouldn't shift from first gear all the way to fifth, would you? Well, the same approach applies to starting your ketogenic diet. So slowly start decreasing your carbs while you increase your fats. This can be as simple as, in the morning, switching out your morning bagel for an omelet. The goal is not to rush to the finish line. The goal is to make sustainable changes that your body could adapt to and maintain long term. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. Now, on to step 3. Step 3 is all about monitoring your progress. While on a ketogenic diet, it's crucial to monitor what you're eating and how your body is responding. It's not just about the number on the scale. It's about how you're feeling and how your body is responding and functioning. And that's where tracking your food intake comes in. Now you might be thinking, I can't remember what I eat. But trust me, it's easy to underestimate or even forget the amount of food that you've eaten throughout the day. So write it down, snap a picture, or even log it in a diet app to make sure that you're reaching your macronutrient goals every single day. But how do you know if you're truly in ketosis, the state where your body is burning fats for fuel? Well, fortunately, there are a few ways to test if your body is in ketosis or not. One method is with the simple use of ketone strips, which tests your urine for the presence of ketone. It's a relatively easy and inexpensive process. Another method is to pay attention to your body. Oftentimes, while on a keto diet, your body is going to experience higher levels of energy, higher rates of fat loss, and more mental focus and alertness. And remember, while you monitor your progress, it's not about punishing yourself for any slip-ups. It's about observing how your body responds to certain foods and adjusting accordingly. Step 4 is to remain patient and be consistent. When it comes to any type of fat loss diet that you try, consistency is key. Committing to a ketogenic diet and lifestyle is not a sprint, it's a marathon. By being consistent, you keep your main goals in focus, saying no to anything that can distract you and deter you from your path. It's not easy, but by staying consistent, you're going to be able to train your body to burn fats instead of carbohydrates for fuel. This is what lets you be in that coveted ketogenic states where the magic really happens. But remember, results will not happen magically overnight. Just like with any fat loss journey, it might be weeks or even months before you start seeing any noticeable results. But the time will come if you remain consistent where the changes that you see in your body are going to be drastic. Temptation may arise, but this is a time where you have to stay strong and consistent. Keep true to your ketogenic diet and watch how you progress. Now, if you really are serious in transforming your body with a ketogenic diet, doing this start is a fantastic change. However, that alone might not be enough. This is the point where we have to start talking about incorporating physical activity into your daily routine. The fantastic thing about being on a ketogenic diet is that your body is oftentimes going to have higher levels of energy, meaning your input in these physical activities can be much greater, leading to a higher fat loss. When it comes to the physical activities that you can incorporate, these come in a wide range of movement. For example, you can consider walking, jogging, swimming. All of these are fantastic sources of physical activity that will increase your metabolic rate, increasing the amount of calories that you burn alongside your ketogenic diet. At this point, you can also consider incorporating resistance training to your regimen, which is a real game changer. By incorporating resistance training, not only are you burning more calories, you're actually helping your body increase the amount of lean muscle mass that it has. And the more lean muscle that your body carries, the higher metabolic rate it has. Or in other words, the more calories you burn just by being at rest by simply having more lean muscle. When it comes to incorporating physical activity into your daily regimen, just how you started gradually with your ketogenic diet, start gradually as well. Start slow and progressively increase the difficulties of the exercises that you're doing. That way you can continue to progress with the concept of progressive overload. By incorporating a perfect mix of that perfect ketogenic diet with daily physical activities, I can guarantee you that you're going to achieve your fat loss goals. So leave a comment down below if you are starting your fat loss journey right now. And if you are starting your fat loss journey right now, also watch this video for more fat loss tips.